Hey there, guys. So, there's one thing I want to make perfectly clear is that I am a huge Star Wars fan. Well, no duh. And I do love the Star Wars fandom. I love having in depth conversations and debates about Star Wars. I love being in a theater with Star Wars fans cheering and loving everything Star Wars. I love this fandom, and I will continue to contribute creatively through these videos to that fandom. But there are just some things about the community that sadly have turned me off from interacting with some Star Wars fans. Now, before I continue, I just want to say that not all Star Wars fans are this way. But more often than not, in Facebook group communities, in Reddit commenters, and yes, even in YouTube commenters, heck, just check out my first video, you can see where my main problem with the fandom rears its ugly head. And that problem is not respecting others' view of Star Wars. Now, what do I mean? Well, let's look at the most recent example in the trailer of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. So people freaked out. Besides the fact that we've already known Felicity Jones has been a lead for a very long time, but whatever, not all typical moviegoers would know that. But the general outcry of people stating that Star Wars is becoming more PC by having another movie with a female lead, which is the most idiotic thing I can think of. First off, calm yourself on the whole fact that this is the second movie that is released with a female lead. It isn't like your 6 male-centric Star Wars films are going anywhere. Oh, and that Han Solo film coming up? Yeah, last I checked, that isn't going to be a gender-swapped Han Solo running around with a lady Chewbacca. So hey, no worries on the fall of the male-dominated Star Wars franchise. Yeah, go Luke, Han, and, oh yeah, Chewie. And you know what really, actually touches my heart? When little girl Star Wars fans have another role model to look up to, rather than Padme reduced to womb for twins by Episode 3, Amidala, and Princess Leia. Oh, and Ahsoka, who in my opinion is the best female Star Wars character in the new canon. Seriously, she's awesome. Now, all that aside, I am a Star Wars fan. I like the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the Clone Wars, Rebels, the new canon, The Force Awakens, and yes, even this Rogue One teaser. Star Wars has been a part of my life for a very long time, and I can say this with certainty. Star Wars fans are some of the most entitled people when it comes to the Star Wars property. If it isn't to their liking or matches with what they grew up with, they wish it were removed from the Star Wars franchise, and they belittle others who do enjoy these aspects of the franchise. Granted, there are a lot of gray areas when it comes to the removal of stories from canon. People who love those stories that are now considered legends have my sympathies. But the second you hate on a new generation of fans who are enjoying Star Wars just as you once did as a child, then you are scum, and the very thing you probably fought against in defending your views on Star Wars. Okay, rant over. Star Wars is multi-generational, so differing opinions is only natural, just as a grandson wouldn't agree on certain topics as their grandfather. This coupled with the huge nostalgia factor connected to Star Wars, and well, of course fans are going to defend their Star Wars, because quite literally it's their childhood. But sometimes we need to step back and see your inner child in the eyes of those you're arguing against. Because Star Wars is all of our childhoods. And the sooner you stop hating on another person's childhood or way of enjoying their Star Wars, the sooner we can get rid of these idiotic labels like prequel haters, EU fanboys, and Disney Wars fans. And just calling ourselves Star Wars fans. Hey look, at the end of the day, I'm just another Star Wars fan complaining about more Star Wars fans. So take what I say with a grain of salt, but if this video has convinced anyone just to think twice about all this hate within the Star Wars fandom, then my job is done. Okay, now rant over. For real. Also, just for you people who think Star Wars are being dominated by women, I'm going to make a series of videos celebrating 5 great female characters in Star Wars, starting with everyone's favorite princess, Leia Organa. Well, that's all for this video. This is The Negotiator, signing out.